Well, I think this time of year is really sort of a test of your almost mental fortitude. I think everybody's probably pretty tired of practicing after playing this many games and probably don't always feel great, when you've played in this many games and practiced this many days. But I think what's important for players to stay focused on is what they want and making the choices they need to make so that they can respond the right way when the time comes to be able to compete the way they want. Because really the whole season is all about how you finish. And players have been good this week. We certainly have a lot of respect for the team that we're playing. They have great players, some great skilled players on offense that can make explosive plays, and their defense has been, one of the top defenses in the country all year long. We're looking forward to the opportunity to play in the SEC championship game, which I mentioned before, is a great competitive venue. And we're going to have some coaches, Coach Stallings, Coach Spurrier, some of our guys that have been MVPs in this game before. Antonio Langham was at practice today, Derrick Henry, Greg McElroy, Blake. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out, but always nice to see those guys get recognized as well. From an injury standpoint, Marlon was able to practice today, so he did pretty well. And so I think we're moving forward with just about everybody sort of getting ready to play the game.
Starting left side of the Rainer.
Going into each week, how much do you formulate contingency plans in the event of a sudden loss of a player due to injury or some other circumstance?
Well, I think every week we do that very thoroughly at every position. If something happens to the right tackle, who are we going to put in? If something happens to the right guard, if the right guard has to move the right tackle, who's going to go in at right guard? I mean, we do that at every position. We do it, for every position on defense, every position on offense, special teams positions. So it's because we do it early in the week so that we try to practice that way. Sometimes it's difficult when you don't know what a guy's status is going to be. You can make the assumption that we practice as if everybody's going to be there. Then if they're not, you're not prepared. If you practice as if everybody's not going to be there and they are, then you're not prepared. So, sometimes it's a tough management, but our guys have been pretty good about getting the reps that they need and being able to respond when the time comes in the game.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about Florida's quarterback, Austin Appleby. What do you see from him in terms of making their offense balance and pushing the ball down the field?
I think he's a really smart player. He's capable of making all the throws. He's big, strong, physical guy, hard to sack because of his size and strength. I really think he can make all the throws. I think when they've probably had a little bit of trouble this year, it's been when they've gotten people who they had trouble, giving them the time to operate, which probably happened a little bit in the Florida State game. But if that's not the case, he's made a lot of really good plays for him.
We're in the middle with Michael. You got the number 3 pass defense in the country. What makes them so effective on the back end?
Well, they've got really good players. They're really well coached. They play a lot of man-to-man, and their matchups are better than most people that they play against, and they've been very effective. So, I don't know what else to say. They've got a good scheme. They do a good job of executing it. They play together as a group. They got great team speed on defense, but I think their ability to play man-to-man and cover and deny you the ball is probably what makes them really special.
Stay on this side from Kirk.
Coach, Adolph Rupp once said that he had a goal or a dream of having a team that would score every time it had the ball and shut out the other team. I know that you're a process person, want everybody to play the best they can. Is there any kind of fantasy that's analogous to what Rupp had for football?
I missed that one somewhere along the line, but I want our players to play well. I want to execute. I want to do things well in the game. I want to do the things that help you play winning football, whether it's take care of the ball, don't turn it over, get turnovers, make explosive plays, don't give up explosive plays, stop the run, get off the field on third down, be good on third down on offense. I mean, there's a myriad of things that are really, really important to being able to score on offense or keep the other team from scoring on defense. And I guess I focus and worry more about those things, how we do those things, how prepared the players are to do them, more than I really think about we want this result, and try to play every play in the game so that you don't really look at the scoreboard during the game or think about it that much even before the game, but you do think about the things that you need to do to be able to play the game effectively and finish the game and play 60 minutes effectively in the game.
Unless there are any more, we'll wrap up your ballots.
Talk about Antonio Langham today at practice. I know you were with Cleveland when you drafted him in the first round. What were your original evaluations of him, and what do you remember about the '92 game when you were in the pros? Did you see that and how he played against Florida in that game?
Well, I do remember coming here to work all those players out, from that team when I was in Cleveland. Antonio didn't run a great time at the combine, so everybody's worried about his speed. And I think this is a great lesson for a lot of players. There's a lot of speed in our league, and I think there was something like 5 or 6 first-round draft pick wide receivers that played at Tennessee, Florida, all over this league. And what convinced us that he could run fast enough was he covered all those guys, and those are all the same guys that he was going to have to cover, in the NFL because they were all first-round picks. He played really just 1 year when I was there, but he played really, really well and did a great job for us. And he's been a good friend, and I certainly appreciate all that he did as a player to help us be successful, especially the '94 defensive team was really pretty good.